Greetings, loved ones. Did you know that 90% of sexual assaults are committed by someone that the victim knows? Today we're going to discuss how you can keep yourself safe and prevent date acquaintance rape. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, hit the like button and the notification bell, and please share these messages with others. So what is acquaintance rape? Acquaintance rape is when somebody you know, a boyfriend or girlfriend, a friend, a classmate, or even somebody you just met, uses coercion, including drugs or alcohol, violence, or threats to force unwanted oral or vaginal or anal sex. When this happens in a dating relationship, it is commonly known as date rape. So how common is acquaintance rape? Unfortunately, acquaintance rape is very common. In some surveys, as many as 1 in 4 young women reported being verbally or physically pressured into having sex during the past year, while 1 in 10 high school girls and 1 in 20 boys reported being forced into sex at some point in their lives. So here's a question for you. Can guys get raped? Yes. Guys can get raped, and it has nothing to do with their sexual orientation, appearance, physical size, or strength. Guys can be raped by family members or other people they trust, as well as by strangers. And if a guy gets raped, that does not mean he is gay. Did you know that 28% of rape victims are assaulted by their boyfriends and 35% are sexually assaulted by relatives? So let's talk about these date rape drugs. What are date rape drugs? So I know a lot about this because this is what happened to me. A man put a drug in my drink, and then he had sex with me without my permission, and I ended up getting pregnant with my daughter. Anyways, so date rape drugs. This is when an acquaintance, somebody slips a drug into your drink to try to make it easier to victimize you. Being drugged without your knowledge makes consent impossible. I'm going to repeat that. Being drugged without your knowledge makes consent impossible. You cannot consent. Any drug, even alcohol, can put you at risk. Drugs, let's talk about the drugs that are commonly used in acquaintance rape, and they include Rohypnol, which is a sedative that can make you feel sleepy, slur your speech, make it difficult to walk, make you black out, and cause amnesia. Then there is GHB, which is a depressant that may cause nausea, vomiting, dizziness, heart problems, seizures, blackouts, and in some cases coma. Then there is ketamine. This is an animal tranquilizer that can cause delirium, loss of memory, depression, and long-term memory and cognitive difficulties. So what can you do to be safe? First of all, expect respect and keep away from people who don't show you respect. Second, you can be clear about your limits. Let the other person know what you want and don't want to do. You have the right to change your mind, to say no, or to agree to some sexual activities and not to others. Thirdly, don't allow a person to touch you if it makes you uncomfortable. If your limits are reached or you sense danger, speak your mind and act immediately. Make a scene if necessary. Fourth thing that you can do to protect yourself is avoid excessive drinking or drugs. These reduce your ability to think and communicate clearly, and being drunk or high does not give anyone permission to assault you. Fifth, pour your own beverage and keep it in sight. Date rape drugs can be put into drinks and are often undetectable. Another thing that you can do to protect yourself is don't hang out in places that keep you isolated from others. Although you may feel you can take care of yourself, it is always wise to be careful. And trust your instincts. If you feel that a person is not trustworthy or a situation is unsafe, leave. And most of all, have a backup plan. For example, if you're going out to a party in a different neighborhood, make sure someone you trust knows where you're going. Have a person you can call or text to come and get you if you need to leave without your original ride. So let's talk about a reality check here. We're going to talk about acquaintance rape myths and facts. Myth: girls who claim that they were raped are just looking for attention. No. The fact is, no one wants that sort of attention that comes after being raped. Rape is an extremely traumatic experience that is difficult to overcome. Another myth is rape only happens to girls. The fact is, rape can happen to anyone. Another myth is if a guy pays for the date, he deserves sex. So here's a fact. Nobody owes anybody sex. No one has a right to expect that a date will end in sex. Here's another myth. Girls who wear short skirts or tight tops, they are looking for sex. The fact is, rape has nothing to do with physical appearance. It's all about power and control. How a girl dresses is not an invitation to sex. Here's another myth. When a girl says no, she really means yes. The fact is, no means no. I'm going to say that again. No means no. Here's another myth. Only strangers and dirty old men in dark alleys commit rapes. Well, the fact is, the majority of rapes, 90% actually, are committed by people who already knew their victims. Here's another myth. Girls who are raped are asking for it. Fact, and know this, rape is never the victim's fault. Nobody asks for or deserves to be raped. Here's another myth. Rape is just about sex. The fact is, rape is about power and control. It's a crime in which sex is used as a weapon. So we have some additional information for you on staying safe. You can visit 911-RAPE at www.911rape.org. You can visit the National Sexual Violence Resource Center at www.nsvrc.org. You can visit Project Respect, which is www.yesmeansyes.com. You can visit the Rape, Abuse, and Incest National Network at www.rainn.org. There is also the Date Safe Project, and there's a link there that's really long, I won't say it. Then there is Safe Space, which is www.thesafespace.org. And all of this information is included in the description of this video teaching. According to the CDC, over half of all children in the world, that is 1 billion children ages 2 to 17 years, experience violence every year. So the question is not if you will encounter a victim of violence. The question before God is what will you do when you do encounter them? You could be the person who saves a life. Micah 6:8 says, He has showed you, O man, what is good. And what does the Lord require of you? To do justice, love mercy, and walk humbly with your God. You are called. We are all called to be champions for justice. I want you to know there is a way out. It is not your fault. Abuse is not love. And most of all, I want you to know you are not alone. If you are suffering violence, reach out to someone today. If you find yourself in a dangerous situation, call 911 for help. If you know of a child or other person suffering violence, tell the authorities. In our next episode, we will share with you part 1 of the Acquaintance Rape Survival Guide. Until then, God bless you.